Welcome to another episode of How My Pet Lives in St. Louis. We're all about taking you behind the doggy door to see how pets live across the country. Big city girl in the country. Where I'm about to go, you guys are not prepared. I'm kind of prepared for what I'm going to see. You guys are not. Here we are. Wegener Farms. Dawn?
Yes,
Nice
Kelly.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, seriously? This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
I never usually go out in the country, and you probably never go into the city,
Not
do
unless
you?
I have to.
Our worlds are colliding
Yes,
today.
they are.
For one common goal.
Yes.
A donkey.
I've had him since he was about 10 days old, so I'm his mom, and he wants to be with me.
I was going to say, when you say with you, you mean inside the house, outside
He's
the
with
house?
me inside the house, outside the house. Sometimes he's outside on his own. Most of the time, he's in and out all day long. So he definitely rules the roost at times, I think. We do accommodate him. How's that? We
Okay.
We live around him at times. We
Yes.
accommodate him.
It's Joplin's world. You're just living in it.
Absolutely.
Kind of thing.
Absolutely.
It's not just the humans living in Joplin's world. He has a lot of farm family members, but they lead more conventional barnyard lives.
We have llamas. We have 3 donkeys, including Joplin. We have a miniature mule. We have 2 dogs. We have 4 house cats, 1 barn cat. We have ducks, geese, chickens, and rabbits, and guinea hens.
And does he get along with all the other animals?
He does. He gets along with everybody.
What about humans?
Occasionally, he will come across someone he doesn't care much for. And
I hear
then
he doesn't like one of our photographers.
he didn't like one of your photographers going into his backyard.
We're standing in Joplin's home, one of his homes, right?
Yes, yes. His bedroom. He sleeps down here.
Okay. Does he get a little perturbed when he has to come here
Yes.
to sleep?
Yes, he doesn't like it at all. He'll come with me down here, but he usually pitches a fit. He doesn't like it. He cries, he whines, he stamps his feet, he rattles the gate. He's, Mom, don't leave me. I don't belong here. He doesn't really get the animal part. He's sort of a member of our family.
It's not that he thinks he's better than all the animals, is
Oh,
it?
no, he just doesn't think he's an animal.
So he's kind of just a very large dog.
That's how he acts. He's more dog-like than he is donkey-like.
How in the world did you end up getting a donkey?
A baby donkey.
A baby one?
Well, my niece lived in Bonne Terre, and her daughter went to the local pet store to get hamster food. And at that time, Joplin was a newborn donkey, and the man had him in a cage and had him up for sale.
Not the most ideal setting for a donkey, so Dawn and her family made arrangements to rescue Joplin. Her niece thought she could take him home, but there was one small problem.
And I said, "You can't take him, you live in a subdivision." She goes, "Oh, that's right." And I said, "Well, I'll take him." So I took him.
You didn't even think twice about it?
I didn't.
All right, let's head inside.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let's go.
But first, we need to find him. Joplin truly gets to do his own thing, and that includes roaming free on his land. He just
Whoops.
hangs by himself?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Put this on.
Hi, Joplin.
Hi.
Act like, hello. So look at him. Look at you. You are much loved on this farm. Yes, you are. Much loved and high entertainment. I hear he has some tricks up his donkey sleeve. It is on like Donkey Kong. You want to go in, Joplin?
Come here, Smudge.
I'll be jam.
He'll kind of just hang out, or he may go in the living room, or he may go just whenever. If he's tired, he'll take a nap in the bedroom. He doesn't get in the bed. He lays on the carpet.
He does?
Yeah, he'll sleep. That I'm still kind of astounded by.
Yeah.
He's actually sitting on the couch. I know, it's astonishing to me. And I didn't think he'd do it today, but you're lucky to see. He doesn't do it very often, well, that I know of. I don't watch him all the time. He might do it every day.
I know.
For all I know. Whatever we do, he mimics us. He mimics us.
Everything.
Everything.
Well, you've never seen him in your shower yet, have you? You haven't tried to get into the bathtub.
Actually, he'll stick his head in. He will stick his head in. And one time, he was probably about 1.5 years old, and I was not home. And my husband was going to cut grass, and he let him out because he likes the lawnmower. He follows the lawnmower around. And my husband was cutting grass, and he noticed that he didn't see him. So he didn't quite know what to think. And he came in the house, and the house was locked. He tried to come in this way, so Joplin had closed the door and locked it. Joplin was in the house, and he'd been in here for a while. And he called me in a panic, and he goes, I don't have a house key. I said, no, I have one hidden. It's okay, I'll tell you where it is, but call me and tell me what he's done. He really didn't do much. He ate all the cat food, but he turned on the water in the bathtub so he could get a drink.
So after a full day on the farm with our gracious hosts, donkey and human, we knew it was time to go. Joplin was more than happy to say goodbye. He was ready for a break. Tough job being a barnyard celebrity and house donkey. Dawn, this has really been so much fun.
Thank you. We enjoyed having you. It's been great.
Thank you for letting us visit your beautiful home. I never thought that I would say thank you. Thank a donkey for letting me spend some time in their home. So thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. Whoops.
Thank you, Joplin. Okay, Joplin, I think he's through with us, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's tired. He needs a break.
All right. See you, Joplin. And there you have it. On a beautiful farm in southern Missouri, a family and their donkey show you how their pets live. If you ask anyone in St. Louis, hey, where's a great park to take my dog? They'll almost always say, Forest Park. 1,300 acres of magnificence. It's steeped in history. There was the 1904 World's Fair, the 1904 Summer Olympics, and there are so many great places throughout this park. There is the Art Museum, the Muni, which is an outdoor theater, the St. Louis Zoo, which is free, and one of the best things, at least for your dog, the perimeter, more than 6 miles of running and walking trails. A big paws up for that one.
Some of the fun places I like to take our dogs around St. Louis would definitely be, first off, Forest Park.
Lafayette Square.
Allen Sculpture Park.
Their favorite place is the fountain over on by the World Pavilion. They love to swim.
Some of the, let's see, noises or comments that I make them to go outside is...
Snapping.
Let's go, poo-poo.
Ruby, come here. Come here.
A lot of times if I get the leash out, he will come.
Let's go outside. Let's go outside. And I go like this.
My dog's name is Bailey, and some of her nicknames are Naughty Dog.
Chubby, so they like to eat.
Troublemaker, that's a lot of the time, and Destroyer.
Rubalicious.
A cloud or cotton candy or, you know, a marshmallow with a face or something.
Buddy, sometimes we call him CD, Crazy Dog. That's about it. Yeah. Go for it.
Lala, that's my nickname for my girl, LaRue. Look where we are. Come on, LaRue. She tagged along on our trip to a photo booth where pets are profiled. Lynn Terry, the photographer, is a St. Louis native who is making a name for herself in the most picturesque way.
I am slightly too dark. why am I not centered?
Lynn, is that you making that
that's
noise?
me. That's me.
What is that? She is celebrating the true essence of pets on film, and the book is a big seller. Her dog is the inspiration for her book, but how it came together was a bit unexpected.
My dog had just passed away right before that, and I hadn't done any photos with her. Like, I always had photos of her, but I never took photos with her. So I did a campaign that was technically supposed to be like, come get a photo booth shot with your dog. And not everybody took that up, but it worked out really well. Ooh. Get it. Ooh.
Did you create that noise for the photo booth?
I created that noise just
for dog shoots?
for dog shoots.
And what is it again?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Talk about not working. How do you get 2 dogs in a photo booth to pose properly, much less 3 or 4?
I did 4 Great Pyrenees for the book, and I did attempt 5 whippets, but there was always one that was jumping out of the booth.
You ready, LaRue? Let's get comfy in the booth. I was a bit of a stage parent, as you can see. So I asked her, how often does she have to deal with that?
Some of the dogs in the shoots, they were show dogs, so they were used to being, on set. They've been on camera a couple times. They got that down.
Right.
I had the whole gamut of dogs. Some of them were completely crazy and all over the place, and you just powered through.
So, cats?
Yeah, we are attempting cats in photo booth. So far, so good. I mean, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do double cats, or just single, or?
I have been doing kittens. I did cats, but I am really kind of gravitating towards the kittens because you can get so many of them together and they just pile on top of each other and it's super, super cute.
It's very important for cats too, even though we don't take them outside a lot. There's so many things that we can do inside to let them provide an opportunity for them to play and run and chase things. It stimulates that prey behavior that's natural for them. Being able to climb and hide and all of those things are good opportunities to give them some physical activity even indoors.
So what happens when your cat takes its activities into its own paws? A first for me. Crystal City, Missouri, the home of Candalee and Kirk, where they have a cat that's potty trained. Trained itself. I can't stress this enough. The cat taught himself to do his business in a human loo in the loo. And his parents are proud. This is the famous cat. He has blue eyes.
They're aqua.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go to the scene. I'm gonna call it the scene of the crime.
Okay.
This cat does not wait for any human to help him with his daily duties. But at first, this whole thing was a cat commode conundrum. So you, Kirk, said, honey, why are you leaving number 2s in the toilet?
Let's not
Basically,
it's kind of like that.
I mean, let's be frank, we're in your bathroom.
Yeah.
We know what your cat does. So you guys were blaming each other.
Right, and one morning we were getting ready to go to school. I was getting out and he was getting in the shower. And Thelonious ran in here, jumped up on the cot, assumed the position, and went.
What did you do?
We laughed!
We have to know. Is he a courtesy kitty or a dirty dropper in the bathroom?
I was in the shower just 2 or 3 days ago, and he was meowing, and it was obviously a little cat in distress. And I opened the shower door, and the lid was down.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh gosh, the lid was down. He was upset, and he jumped up on the sink and went in the sink.
Funny thing is, not one of the other many cats in the house have caught on to Thelonious's toilet trick. Many, many, many cats. Would it be safe to say that you're a crazy cat lady.
Oh yes, my school district, Hillsborough R3, raw. I was the crazy cat lady for the whole school district. They would email me with questions about cats and finding out when shows were and how to take care of a feral.
Okay.
And Gainsborough and Thelonious and Bronwyn would all come to school with me on short days, and because they're therapy cats.
I love that.
And they would work with special ed kids. They would go to the art department and pose.
What do you mean pose? Like,
Yeah.
because I know of a photographer looking for cat subjects for certain pet photo booths. Maybe I should put them in touch. Or maybe Broadway is their cat calling.
Skimble Shanks? You remember Skimble Shanks?
Skimble Shanks, the railway cat, the cat of the railway train. You remember that from Cats?
Is the producer of Cats Casting? Because we are. Send us your pet pitch, and maybe we'll highlight how your pet lives. We'll see you next time for another episode of How My Pet Lives.